Welcome back, Fit Mums. Lauren Vandermast here with Be Free Shine, and we're going to talk about cardio, which has become like a dirty word in the fitness industry. And this is something my view has changed a lot throughout my years in the fitness world. So, cardio used to be a really big component of what we associated with fitness and weight loss, like all those aerobics classes that they used to do. And about, say, 10 or so years ago, all the high interval intensity and those HIIT workouts came out where you're spiking your heart rate to increase your calories that you're burning. And then shortly after that, there was more light cast on to how the strength and conditioning gets you better results because you're burning more calories with your muscles at rest, and how cardio is not really that effective. So this is what I dislike about cardio myself, in my professional opinion. The thing with cardio that I see as a problem is that you are repeating a movement thousands and thousands and thousands of times. If you have haven't got a good technique, or a little bit out of posture or whack, you've got some muscles that are a bit too tight or a bit too loose, you're repeating that and kind of loading that or hitting that thousands and thousands of times every time you do like a cardio workout, whether it's going for a run or something like that. So I dislike that part about it. I also don't think it's a necessity. We have been led to believe that your heart is the only part of your body that is moving blood around. It's your heart's sole job to pump blood around your body. Now, yesterday I talked about natural human movement. I think really, if you are walking every day and you're doing those 5 movements through a really good strength program 2 to 3 times a week, you're set. Seriously. After I had my son, I was doing exactly that, walking every day, 2 half-hour strength and conditioning sessions with those 5 exercises. I had an awesome 6-pack back in 2 months after having him. Not bad, okay, for a minimal amount of workout, especially when we're led to believe that you need to burn so many calories every time you train, and it has to be for an hour, and it has to be really hard, and your heart rate has to be up the whole time. Not true. So with the natural human movement, if you're walking, you're helping the blood move around your body, you're doing the strength and conditioning. If there's no other fitness goal or other sporting goal where cardio is not appropriate, you don't really need it, okay? You really don't. But when you might need cardio. So about these training techniques, they are true, but they don't necessarily make you fitter. What do I mean by that? Well, we can get good at an activity without getting fitter, like we can take more. Now, I'm going to have to pull in my little bit of history with chronic fatigue with this one. So what we found after I've been through all this stuff, and we're like, why am I not getting better? Every time I trained, I'd get sick, like I'd wake up the next day with a sore throat, and it was like I was allergic to training. I'm not allergic to training. I was allergic to, it's like inflammation. I was having a reaction to it. So what was happening that we found out was my heart rate skyrocket, completely spike to a crazy, crazy high level, and that was making me sick. So I've had to learn to do cardio at a low heart rate, and I work below here. So I'm actually clearing up stress in my body. So instead of clicking over that heart rate where you're creating more stress in your body. And this is what happens when we train. People are training up here and they're creating more stress in their body. If they're already overweight, if you already have a health problem, you do not want to be up here. In fact, I don't know why you'd want to be up there anyway. You could be down here. Now, with this cardio training, it's actually called Maffetone method if you want to look it up. Phil Maffetone, Mahftone. Be careful when you Google that. Sometimes you don't get what you want. So just put the Phil in front. Phil Maffetone, or Maffetone method. So he'll explain it all in a really nice detail for you. So where does this cardio come into play? I use it because I have to train my body to keep my heart rate down here so that when I go and do my strength and conditioning, or I go back and I want to do rock climbing or yoga or whatever it is, my heart rate stays down and it doesn't spike, which is what was happening before. I also think I get better fat burning results. I'm being careful when I say that. I'm not trying to lose weight or control my body weight like that, but I just noticed that when I started doing it, any part of body fat that was left on my body was gone. It got rid of it in a couple of weeks, 1-2 weeks. It also trains your body to burn fat for fuel, which is a healthier response for your body. So we're not talking about calories so much and weight loss, but although it will help with that, but it's actually healthier and more efficient for your body to be doing that. So the cardio is really good for that. If you want to get fitter and you want to have some fitness in your training, look up the Maffetone method and train in there. Now, if you are doing some cardio sports and you are a runner or you play soccer or something like that, this will be unreal for you. So to help you get fitter down here, understandably in your game you'll be coming up here, but you do your training down here. But as you come up here in your game, that'll get lower and lower. So you're not feeling as tired. You're able to use more oxygen efficiently when you're training. Super, super awesome. I put my athletes on it with the added Buteyko method. So you breathe through this as much as you can all day through your training if you can. So cardio is really good for that. The last thing I was going to say about cardio, I meant to say this before, but I drifted on to something else. And I was talking about the running. And so you're doing thousands and thousands of repetitions when you're doing cardio. And so if there's something's not quite right, you're gonna be impacting it so many times. A lot of the cardio bikes, treadmills, they are pulling you out of alignment at the same time. So because I'm very big on alignment and posture and the health benefits you get from that, I really dislike bikes and treadmills and cardio equipment. I think personally, if you're going to add it in because you just want to be fitter and you're not passionate about it and it's not for a sport specific goal, so you're not a cyclist or anything like that, I would just seriously stick to running barefoot if possible, so on a beach. What was I going to say? And down in that cardio range, but yeah, get off the treadmills, the bikes and all that kind of thing. So there's my thoughts on cardio. I don't think you need it unless it's specific to something that you want to get to. But if it is, really just go and look up that Maffetone method. And before I finish up, go below this video. I want to know, cardio, do you love it or do you hate it? Because there seems to be this really big divide. I'm curious to what you all come out with. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm looking forward to reading your comments and catch you guys soon.